we need to talk. We need to talk right now. I forgot my intro, so hi guys, this is V. Welcome to my channel. I don't remember my intro right now, so shut the fuck up. This video is going to be all over the place, so excuse me, okay? But I need to talk because 4 hours ago I finished Fearless. And I have a lot of thoughts, and I cannot feel my emotions right now because I am angry, I am confused, I am broken. I don't know how I feel, so bear with me, okay? But what do you mean? What do you mean Kit had to end like that? Because I mean, so he did all of that. He put them through all of that just because he was jealous of Kai's attention? You're joking. I mean, no. He had so much potential, but at the same time, he had zero character development. Everything was just out of jealousy. Because now Peyton had Kai's attention. We're we're not in the same page. I mean, no. Also the fact that um Kit made Peyton kill Makoto, thinking it was Kai. That was cruel. That was evil. And also, she had to kill Makoto? Because why? What was the reason behind that? Because she had to forcefully kill Adina. So now she had to kill also Makoto without knowing that? You don't know how that scene broke me? Because I'm sorry. My emotions are all over the place. So I apologize for that. If I cry, it is what it is, okay? But what do you mean? I had to suffer through Peyton killing Kai. But at the end, Kai wasn't dead, okay? But I suffered it. I mean, I cannot explain to my brain that these are words on paper. He doesn't want to understand. He has a mind of its own. So, yeah, for him, they were people. And that was cruel. But also, when uh, Peyton could go to see Adina after her death, um, he, I mean, she just appears there and Makoto is there and she's like, so you're Adina's boy. I Adina was going to tell her after the trials because she didn't want her to be thinking about anything but herself at that point, and she didn't even make it out of the trials. And why? Just why? And also, Kit, he wanted so bad to be better than his father, and he was even worse because you claim you love Guy, but you, even though you knew you and Peyton were uh half siblings, okay, because that was fucked up. You married her. You didn't give her a choice. And you hurt both of them. And you didn't even care the fact that you were destroying Guy because he was just dead alive. You know, he was alive, but he was dead. Because he was thinking the love of his life had to marry his brother. And then he died by Guy's hand. Why? Why did he have to do that? I'm, I'm sorry. And also, Kai in the third book, he was so obsessed with Peyton, and he was convinced he didn't deserve her. And he said that maybe in another life they would be together, and they were so tragically in love. And they had to fucking lose everything. I mean, Kai lost Ava. Okay. The one sister that was never truly born because no one wanted to talk about her. And that was a fucking secret. And then he had to see Kai die by Kid Kai, sorry, by his hand. That was just cruel. And yeah, even though I didn't like it at the end, because yeah, you said like, mm, just love each other. For me, that doesn't make up for what you did, because you did that deliberately. You wanted to cause them pain. You hated Peyton just because of guy's attention. I mean, that's I don't know. I just don't know. Don't know. Because all the letters that he wrote to Guy, I mean Kit wrote to Guy, um I'm sorry, what? You were, I mean, you started again the fucking plague. Just because you wanted a better society, but not in Ilya, but everywhere. Every fucking where. I I cannot defend him. I mean, I was crying at the fact that the queen asked Guy just to not love Peyton and don't make her his weakness. I mean, that was evil, because I was pulling my eyes out there, because I was like, you cannot ask him that, because he's the one who deserves her. I mean, yeah. And after everything, I mean, Kid knew the whole story from the very beginning, because the king told him that. And we know that because we read Edric's POV. Okay. And how he acted after he found out about the betrayal, you already knew that before it happened. You knew that. You were expecting that. Your father told you so. So yeah, I just cannot wrap my mind around everything that happened. And also, what do you mean in powerful? The Adina's book, Makoto saw her die, and he couldn't do anything. And then he said, "She's counting the stars," and I couldn't even breathe. I couldn't even. I don't know. I have my emotions like all over the place. So I'm sorry. Okay, I'm truly sorry, because I don't know if I'm making sense right now, but I needed to talk about this, because the way this trilogy just ripped my heart out. That's, yeah. And I don't know. Then Callum and Iris being there, I mean, Peyton's parents and everything. I was like, what can you do to me at this point? Because yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you at this point. Because I don't know how I feel. I think I feel empty. I don't know. Well, I'm being over dramatic, okay? I know I can read another book and feel again, okay? I know. But right now, I just cannot breathe. I don't know if you have ever read a book and after everything finished, you feel like you need to be there again. And that's a good thing, but I'm a mess right now. Do you think I feel happy right now? No, I don't. And the ending was not a happy ending, it was a fucking tragedy. Okay? Because, yeah, Kid fucked everything up. He could have found another path, another, I don't know, another alternative. Like, if you wanted to save Peyton for Guy, because you didn't want him to suffer through her death, because that was what the fucking people wanted, then just think of something else. Think of something else. Because that That was not the answer. Marrying your half sister? You're joking. And then you hated her because she killed your father. Your father was a piece of shit and you were even a bigger one. So shut the fuck up and don't talk about what people did because you did worse than anyone. And he didn't redeem himself. I mean, he didn't. And he died in Kai's arms. He died in the arms of someone that loved him. And just because he made him choose, and of course, he was going to choose Peyton, but he did. At the end, he didn't choose. He forced his hand. Kid forced Guy's hand. So yeah, of course, you're not gonna win in this. But you had to put him through that. After Ava, I yeah. I'm sorry. I I don't know. I just don't know. And also the king saying that Kid is not capable of love. But that doesn't excuse him. I'm sorry. That's not a good excuse. He could have, I don't know, done 100 different things. But yeah, he killed Callum to protect Peyton. Bullshit. Bullshit. Okay? Bullshit. You didn't do it because of that. And you never told them anything. I mean, yeah. At the end, Kid was just another, empty evil character that forced himself to be good for the sake of appearances. So yeah, I hated him till the very end, especially the very end, because after the second book, where Kai was the whole second book, he was time after time just saying goodbye to Peyton, and he thought he wasn't deserving of her, and that's why they play pretend, because he didn't think he was good enough. And he proved that he was deserving every fucking time. And he was okay with being paid a secret. But he deserved to be the first one, the chosen one. And yeah, at some point, kids had to die. I mean, he had to die. But the way that happened, that was not fair. But it was not fair for a guy. And yeah, as I said, Kit was a very good character, but that never had a character growth, he never had an arc of redemption, he never had anything. He was just evil because of jealousy, which is the worst reason you could have given him. So yeah, he deserved better. I don't know, I thought he would marry Andy or something. Even Blair, that piece of shit, because don't even get me started on Blair. Okay. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you, because yeah, the first trials were wild. But I mean, that's the only thing I'm thinking right now, because the trials were a mess, but Peyton was with Kai the whole time. And he protected her, and he said that he would protect her for the rest of her life, even if she didn't want him to be in it. He would risk everything for being with her, for being, for seeing her happy. And yeah, they were saying the whole time that they were a tragedy, and they were. Yeah, they had a kind of happy ending. but they deserved so much better after everything they were put through. And at the end, Kai is the king, but he never wanted that. Maybe that's a good thing that he didn't want that, but he got it. So it's like he would rule better than anyone because he didn't want to be there. He didn't want the power. And I don't know why Kid to the very end said that because Peyton is Iris's daughter, she had a claim to the throne, and that was right, but she never wanted the fucking throne. She just wanted to fucking survive. But she ended up being in love with Guy. And we don't know who Kai's father is because the queen never told us. Never told him. She just said that he was someone that she once loved very dearly. So yeah, this is my little rant, I guess. I don't think I have much more to say, but yeah, the wedding was wild because Kai didn't attend and she was waiting for a guy. And at the end, she said, "I do." And then Guy appeared. He was like, I don't know. I I could hear my heart break every fucking time. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I don't know if I'm going to be able to read in the next 3 days. Maybe I will, but I am sick and tired of fucking crying and suffering because there wasn't even a moment where I said, things are good. You know, they were never happy and in love. They were just, yeah, they were just a mess. So I guess that's everything that I wanted to get out of my chest. If you have some theories, if you want to discuss something, my comments are there. You have my TikTok, my Instagram, everything. So just leave a comment or DM me in whatever platform you want. And yeah, we'll talk about it. So yeah, guys, this is the end of the video. So I hope you liked it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.